Well, there we go. That was a good night's stop in the all-iron hospital. And surprisingly, I slept well, despite the fact I was sharing a 10-bed dormitory with some fans of Bilbao Athletic. You can't expect miracles. €18 for the night, including breakfast. Still gutted that I couldn't get to go and see the Guggenheim art gallery, but I'm going to go and detour past the outside of it. It's still closed this morning. And there it is. Look at that. What a thing. Oh, you can't see it now. So this is Bilbao Guggenheim Museum, and famous big dog. You might remember back in episode 3 when I was in Toronto, I went to the Toronto Art Gallery, and that was designed by Frank Gehry, and the Bilbao Museum is also designed by Frank Gehry. This is generally reckoned to be one of his most amazing creations. There's been nothing new to the architect friends that I have. Anyone else who's not come across Frank Gehry, here it is. This is what you get. Right, well that's enough messing about in Bilbao. It's time to get on the road. And today I am riding the bike over to the town of Oviedo. Now Oviedo is not south of here, it's west of here. But from Oviedo I can then head south the next day into Portugal and keep working my way south from there. And for the first part of today I'm on motorways to get me out of Bilbao and past Santander. And once I get past Santander then I'll go on to more interesting roads for the rest of the ride into Oviedo. Well, this is more fun than the motorway. Slower, but more fun. You get a chance to look at the villages as you go through. You can pull over and stop when you want. Paint a picture when you want. Grab something to eat and drink when you want. All those things that you can't really do on the motorway. Now, somewhere over in the mountains to my left is the little town of Burgos, and just beyond Burgos is a place called the Sad Hill Cemetery. Now it's not a real cemetery, it's a stage set, and it was the stage set for the final scene in the film The Good, the Bad and the Ugly. You can see the snow-capped mountains in the distance there, maybe on the camera. And I was thinking of going to visit. It's a tourist attraction. You can go and do your best Clint Eastwood impression. But although it doesn't look very far on the map, the roads are so gnarly to get up there into the mountains that it adds an extra 3 hours onto today's journey. And I could do that, but that would make today a very, very long and complicated day. So sadly, that's another one that's going to sit on the to-do list for another day. Well, that's brought an end to the play. Road closed. Going for a detour, but this detour looks like it might be even more interesting. Visions of that road in Wales as I come round these blind bends. Be very wary looking out for, well, I suppose goats here, but rather than sheep perhaps, but also cars coming the other way. This is fun. I have no idea where we are or where we're going. It's yet another magical mystery tour. I mean, I could have just been on the motorway. Why would I want to do that? Garmin still seems to know where we're going, so let's just stick with it. Okay, now I don't know which way to go here. I think probably left. I feel like I may have just crested the top of a pass, but I suppose it could still go up further. I don't know what altitude we are. What a route to find. Oh, this is amazing. Back on the route after we've avoided the piece of road that was closed. This route is still pretty spectacular, not quite as amazing as that diversion I think, but still a phenomenal place to be. Well, here we are coming into Oviedo, my destination for tonight. Just need to find the hotel that I've booked and get myself settled in. Bit of a fight with Oviedo's one-way system, but here I am at the hotel and just outside the parking garage, so let's go and check in. So here's my room here in Oviedo. I've already been into town and had a good look around, and I'll show you some photos here. I've got myself something to eat, and I've booked myself somewhere to lay my head over in the mountains of Portugal tomorrow. So that's going to be a lot of fun. Now it's just time to chill out and relax for the rest of the evening. And we're off. Good morning from Oviedo in Spain. And first of all, heading for some petrol. And then heading into Portugal, up into the mountains. One of the strange things about navigating with sat-nav in places that you're not familiar with is that sometimes it doesn't know which direction you're facing when you first start, and so you have to go and ride somewhere before it tells you, oh no, you're going the wrong way, you've got to turn around. 9 o'clock in the morning. Tigger says it's 17 degrees. I think it's going to get hotter later. Parts, Tigger all filled up with fuel. A lot of bikers about. Sun's shining. Let's go to Portugal. First part of this route was a wee bit industrial, coming out of Oviedo, up into the hills. It was motorways, railways, power stations and that kind of thing. But I'm now on a lovely little mountain road, and this is part of the Camino de Santiago, one of the routes that people walk or cycle as a pilgrimage to Santiago. It's following the motorway. You can maybe just see the cars flashing past, but it's a lot more fun than being on the motorway. I can stop whenever I like, just take my time. You can see the sign there, Camino de Santiago. Saturday, so there's lots of cyclists about, quite a few other bikers. Temperature's a bit more livable than yesterday. We're just sort of 17 degrees centigrade. There are a few things I could have gone to see in this northern part of Spain. La Coruna is a Roman lighthouse, which would have been interesting to go and see and paint a picture of, but it's kind of up in the north corner of Spain, and I'm trying to go south. And it would have been interesting as well to visit Santiago de Compostela. But again, that's a bit off my route, and these are things that I can come back to at some point in my life and come and visit. So what I'm doing at the moment is I'm following the Rio de Pajares, which is taking me up to a mountain pass, and I'm already seeing warning signs of ice and windy roads and narrow roads, and these are all kinds of things that Tigger enjoys, so blame Tigger, not me. got a sign to say that the police here use radar on helicopters and drones to check the speed of motorbikes. I don't think they'll have too much trouble with me and Tigger, but there's one or two others around here that I think should be aware of that. Sign there saying that there's a viewing point for taking photos. (1,378 meters), that's the top. And I guess now we've got all the fun of going down the other side. So over here you might be able to just about see on the camera some snow-capped mountains in the distance, and I believe that's where I'm heading or thereabouts, because tomorrow I should be heading towards the highest road in Portugal, and I'm guessing it's up there amongst those snow-capped mountains somewhere. Well, nice little lunch stop. Got chatting there to a retired doctor called Alberto, who seemed to have travelled about a lot himself. He's very interested in where I'm off to. A lot of his friends seem to have visited Morocco on their motorbikes. And I guess this will be the old border post. Okay, well, here we are. Here's the hotel that I have booked. Doesn't look like there's very much in Chaves, but that's fine. Well, here's tonight's room. Tigger's parked just outside this window in the courtyard. It's currently 5 p.m. Spanish time, but only 4 p.m. Portuguese time. That confused me for a while today. So it ended up being a much longer ride than I expected. But I'm here. I'll sort myself out something to eat in a bit. So, welcome to the Portuguese town of Chaves. So straight into town. First place I've been to is the opticians, because I've broken my glasses again, and they said yes, they can fix them and come back in 10 minutes. So what more could you want? I've only been in town 10 minutes.
And that's that job sorted. Well, when I first arrived, I thought it looked like there wasn't much here. I was completely wrong. What a charming little town. Thanks for watching. If you like this kind of video, click like, click subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.